Hi, this is Linz from Sweet Natured, and this is our Regal Princess full ship tour. As always, I'm joined by Marky.
Hello.
Hello, who put the video together. So yes, let's go deck by deck and see what we can see.
As you said at the intro, Linz, this is our full ship tour of the Regal Princess with commentary. We normally do these with just music, and that still exists.
Yes.
But we're going to do this. But before we do that, we'd like to invite you to subscribe if you've not done already. If you have.
Thank you. And yes, please, if you could subscribe, that would be wonderful.
Helps the channel loads, and if you can hit that like button as well, that helps it even more.
I have to have a drink because saying that always makes me feel awkward because, British.
So this is the first time we've done a commentary on a full ship tour.
Yes.
We have had people ask us in the comments if we would do them.
Uh-huh. And you have to give the people what they want.
They do. So we're going to do two of these initially. We're doing Princess this week, and then we're going to do Virgin Voyages, Scarlet Lady for the next one. And then we'll see if people like them. So if you do like them, please do let us know in the comments, because this is a marathon one.
It is. I hope you've got a drink ready. We've got a drink ready.
If you haven't, pause the video.
Pause it now. Pause it now.
We'll wait here, don't worry. Go get a drink. A nice big one, I'd recommend.
It depends on the time of day.
Whatever time of day. If you're watching one of our videos, have a drink. It's fine. They don't have to be alcoholic.
Well, that's
We'd
true.
recommend them to
That's
be alcoholic.
true. You see, my mind straight goes there.
It went
Anyway,
straight to alcohol. Anyway, so
have you got a drink now? Let's just give it.
We've got a drink. We'll assume everyone paused it and has a drink, and it's that comfortable. Maybe they've got some popcorn, maybe some chocolate, and they're just relaxing, having a good time.
Popcorn. Anyway, I'm on the vodka tonic. You're on the vodka tonic.
We are, yeah. So we thought what we'd do while we're doing this is not just go, oh look, there's a swimming pool. If there is one, we might say there's a swimming pool, and we might talk about there being a running track like we are now. But we thought it'd be maybe nice if we told some stories about when we were on the ship, or anything that we thought were interesting.
And also useful to you, because
Absolutely.
I want to make sure that, we want to make sure that when you go away, you get the best from your cruise, because we all work hard, they cost a lot of money, and we want to make sure you get the most out of it and the best value.
So any little tips or secrets that we've learned, and we're doing this with quite a long time since we went on this cruise. It's about 4 or 5 months since we went on this, Linz.
This is the middle of summer in August, as you can tell from the
rain.
clouds and the rain. This is the middle of the English Channel, and it's raining. And August is a funny month in the UK.
Can be nice.
It's supposed to be nice. It's not always nice.
So, as you will have seen from the pictures on here, whilst I was wandering around filming, with people looking at me like I was somewhat crazy, because I'm walking around with a camera in the rain. It's also a good time to do these sort of videos because nobody's out. Well,
that's true. It
does make it harder when you go inside because everybody's inside at that point.
Yes.
Fortunately, it stopped raining very shortly after I started doing these, so people came out and it made it a little bit easier. So on one of the upper decks of Princess here, which is, they have a running track going all the way around.
They have a running track and they have a walking track, so you don't have to, if you want to just walk around, then great, or if you are a runner, I'm not, then you can run it as well, and you're not going to charge into anybody.
They do, and they have these little fitness stations as you're going around, so if you wanted to do some cardio on top of the cardio that you're already doing, or you want to do some weights type stuff, you can do it. It's nice. I wouldn't say it was overly popular when we went.
Just thinking, I have never ever done this.
No, it's not your bag, this, is it?
My keep fit regime, and on the ship, and because you're having a great breakfast, an amazing lunch, a fantastic dinner, is basically walk up and down the stairs.
Yeah, we very rarely get the lift.
We only get the lift if it's late at night and my shoes are hurting and I'm tired. Then it would be a disaster to have me walk up the stairs, because I would not be a happy bunny. No. And then as a result, you would not be a happy bunny because
because I have to listen to you moaning about how much your feet are hurting.
Yeah, and there's blood and there's some plasters involved. It's just, So, but if you can do this, more power to you. If you're the type of person who gets up early doors and runs, because we see it normally in the morning when we're in the hot tub, people running past.
When we're in the hot tub having a mimosa. I don't feel guilty. I feel very self-aware, because there's people who get on the ships and they'll go straight
That's
to
fun
the
to them.
gyms.
That's fun to them.
Do you think it's fun?
I think that's.
Do you think they enjoy it?
No, I think they do enjoy it. I think it's for them, their well-being and their mental health. They run. It's almost an addiction. Whereas, as I say, more
You'd rather
power
be in
to.
the hot tub.
I'd rather be in the hot tub or in the indoor pool having a swim.
Talking of the swim, I will actually point something out here, because that's the swimming pool. And you've got sort of hot tubs at either side set above it on this, as well as two to the left and right of the main pool.
Yes.
So on the pool deck itself, what's the main pool area?
Yes,
you have the smaller ones.
Uh-huh.
There's 4 hot tubs.
There is 4 hot tubs, but this is the family area, so there was a lot of children about, and they weren't the most relaxing hot tubs, I don't think.
No, when we get round to the Solarium later on, which is an adults only area, you've got another couple of hot tubs in there.
Yes.
And I can't remember, does it have a pool on that area as well?
It does have a little bit. It was very cold.
We'll get reminded when it was a cold pool.
It was a very cold pool.
We'll see that shortly. It is, generally speaking, much quieter in there. Apart from we had one really warm day, and the main pool.
It was heaving that day.
It was. Fortunately, we decided we were going to go into the sanctuary. So we could go in there, but the sanctuary on Regal Princess doesn't have a pool or a hot tub.
It doesn't. Now I understand on the newer ships it does have a hot tub.
Yeah.
But yes, it's. I mean, August, UK. That's.
So a hot tub's particularly interesting when the weather is very British. So we like to go in. They've got quite a few of these areas where they've got the sort of false grass. So it's not the same as Celebrity, where they've got real grass on the top deck. I think it's nice. It makes it look visually more appealing, I think. I wonder what other people think. Do you like it where it's got the fake grass or the grass, or do you prefer the deck? You see, I like this bit here where you can see sort of normal decking. It's very traditional. I think it's nice to break it up.
Yeah, I think they do break it up. And if they've got sun loungers there, it probably feels a little bit more relaxing and more that you're closer to nature.
Is that what you're going with?
With the big screen.
So they do, now you mentioned the big screen, they do their movies under the stars, or whatever they call it.
Did it get rained off? Because we didn't go to this, did we? I feel it might have been rained off.
No, it didn't get rained off. It was on. They were giving blankets out to everyone. It wasn't raining, but it was cold.
Oh, it was so cold.
We went somewhere else. But they're on most nights. They have TV, they have movies on there, they have music videos, they have big sporting events on it. But there's quite a few of the ships that do that now.
Yes.
It's certainly not the only one. I don't think it's called Movie Under the Stars. Is that Celebrities that's called that?
Oh, I get confused.
Someone's got it trademarked.
Let me have a drink. I get confused. There's so many of the similar kind of thing.
Yeah. I will say that this was our first cruise on Princess on this particular ship.
Yes.
And it was a really nice ship.
It was a lovely ship.
It lived up to its reputation. We'd been on Celebrity a few times, and everyone who said, if you like Celebrity, you'll love Princess.
Yeah.
And they are very similar. The layouts are similar, the food is similar, the design is similar. I'm not talking about the new ships like Edge and Apex and beyond, but the previous class ships. They are very, very similar.
Yeah. Now, the last time we were on Celebrity, I would say we were one of the youngest couples.
On Celebrity?
Yeah.
That was a transatlantic last time we were on it, I think.
Yes, it was. Oh, that's the pool of the
Solarium,
yes.
Or whatever it's called.
Now, those little covered, what are they called? They're not cabanas, are they?
Like a covered pagoda? Cabana?
Let's go.
I think you'd class them as a cabana, but you don't pay for them.
But the as you can see, there's no sun loungers in there at the minute. When it was a lovely day, people were up and reserving those. Now, I know you're not supposed to reserve them, but what we saw was a sort of tag team effect where they'd set the sun loungers up, One would sit there with the empty sun lounger. Another person would go and get breakfast. They would then come back, and the other person would go do whatever. So they were never left alone.
Yeah.
But they were.
People were in there for the day when
yes, and they sort of staked a claim to said pagoda. Whereas we didn't have to do that because we were in the sanctuary.
We were in the sanctuary at that particular one.
Yeah. Now, where are we now?
Just coming around to the other side of the pool deck. One bit that I will mention on this particular one, because I know it's different on different cruises, is that you just go get your towels on here. You don't have to check anything out. There's no scanning your sea pass, or on this particular one, the medallion badges.
Yeah.
You just go get one. If you want a blanket in an evening, you can just go get them. They will bring you them as well, but you can just go get everything. Oh, look, music video.
I think, is that from the theatre, from the concert?
I honestly don't remember. I was walking around and it was still raining at this point.
You can tell. You can tell. I mean, I'm just thinking, in August on a cruise in the Caribbean, it can rain. However, it's probably around 70 degrees. What's that in Celsius? About 24 degrees. This was around
about 12.
I thought it was 16. I thought
it wasn't that warm this particular day. I filmed on the quietest day.
Okay, so it was cold then. So what's that in Fahrenheit? 16, 12, 16?
60 something.
50 something. Cold.
It was, yeah.
It was cold.
You can see someone with a blanket on there.
Yes.
Which I'd say you can just go get as well. The pool area was lovely. The plenty of space between everything. So not an issue on there. That bar never actually opened on our cruise.
I don't think I ever saw it open, no.
No, they had some bottles in there, as you can see. But the bar actually never opened. Now, at this time, the world was in a weirder place.
Maybe it was open and we never saw it because we were in the sanctuary. Because I remember when we ordered specific cocktails.
No, this particular one here, I never saw open at any point.
But we could have just
There was
missed
two
it.
other bars
It looks to be
around
setting
there.
it. Oh, they're doing something with the electrics.
Yeah, I think they were trying to repair it. There's two other bars around the pool area, and I think that's where ours were.
Mm-hmm.
Our drinks were coming from when they were through.
Yeah, yeah. Now, where are we going
Towels
now?
and blankets.
Towels and blankets.
Tell it's a British summer day. Equal amounts of blankets to towels.
Typical.
So now we're going inside, heading towards, I think, the Horizon court.
Which is their buffet. And there's little wash stations there. Now, you didn't touch anything, but I'm guessing you would use sanitizer before you went round.
No, I actually use it as I'm going through.
Oh, right,
you're
good.
At that point.
Now, it's a bit of a cream dream, isn't it, in there?
Yeah, a little bit. It's very much like any other buffet on these kind of ships.
Yeah.
It's very similar to Royal Caribbean, it's very similar to Celebrity.
Yes.
Very similar to all of them.
Yeah, well, and apart from Virgin, but we'll do that.
A Virgin, not a buffet.
Not a buffet. But as you can see, they have all sorts of choices. You could get as sort of international as you wanted, really, couldn't you?
If you want to go in and have a really big portion, if you're particularly hungry.
Yeah, then it's what...
You can. You can see there they had a roast. They have little individual dishes. They have salads. They have healthy food. I don't remember them having things like sushi on this particular day I walked through.
We didn't go here... No.
I don't ever remember us having it. There's a sushi place on the ship.
Yeah, that was about deck 5 or something, wasn't it?
We'll
see it.
Alfredos, I think, when we get down there.
We'll definitely see it.
Now, what was interesting when we went on this particular cruise, we went in the buffet a couple of times, not that many times.
Yes.
But it was never busy.
No, and there's some lovely things, but it's never busy as in
the tradition. Find a table easily.
Yeah, but we didn't have any port days, and anyone who's been on a cruise before knows that on a port day for breakfast it can be a bit.
Yeah, you run up and grab something before you get off, or
so,
when you get back on, you grab something before you get your meal.
That's what we do, but a lot of people do still attempt to eat in the buffet on a port day, and it's not the relaxed holiday vacation feel that you would come to expect.
Now, it's probably also worth pointing out at the time that we went on it, they were running at reduced capacity as well. So I think it was only running at about 70%. So if it were 100%, would it have been busier? Possibly. But it
Probably.
was never near to being full.
No, not that we saw. Now, we were in a club classroom, which meant we could use the club class restaurant.
Yeah.
So breakfast for us was quite a serene affair, really. It wasn't anything...
It was, but the club class area is... It's not divided off from the main one.
It's in a little
kind of a little partition, but there's no
alcove.
wall. Yeah, it's kind of just separated off a little bit. So it's more serene, as you said, because it's not as busy going through that part of the restaurant. But it's not quiet.
No, you got a little wave there. Now, the staff were lovely, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
Everyone was lovely. We had, the service was great. And when things didn't go absolutely amazingly, then they did rectify it. But we'll talk about that when
That's
we
a
do.
proper piece of meat there, isn't it?
It is. It is.
I don't think they'd necessarily give you the whole of that thing if you were fancying it, but you can have as much of it as you want.
Well, I mean,
yeah. That looked like a Flintstones level
it
piece
was
of
a
meat.
Flintstones piece of meat, definitely. Now, what we're looking at, this is the cold cuts and things.
It is,
with
and the fresh bread.
People love the bread on a cruise. It's almost become a treat now because people try and, well, we try and cook back at home.
A little bit on bread.
Oh, the fruit. I mean, it was great. It wasn't...
There's plenty of choice. Basically, some of the buffets are on some ships, you can find
It's a bit beige.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of choice in there. It can be the same every meal. Each time that we went through here, the choices were very different. So if you wanted to eat every meal in here, I don't know why you would just want to do that.
Now, your mum loves a buffet.
She does. And she probably would be that person who I'd say would
You know
probably go in
what?
there most of the time.
We've had to rescue her from doing such things when she's come on a cruise with us. That she was like, "Oh, I love the buffet. I don't." And she'll even if it's formal night, she'll then dress for dinner and sit in the buffet.
I know. There are other people that do that. I do find odd's probably the wrong word. But when you've got that much choice of different foods on the ship and that many different restaurants, that many different experiences, to just go sit in a buffet each day seems weird.
Yeah.
But if that's your thing, it's not for me to say don't.
No, goodness no, because you've got everything on hand. You can decide exactly what you want. There's no...
Eat when you want.
Exactly.
Eat as much as you want or as little as you want.
Yeah.
These areas at the back where you can get your buffet meal and come sit out, there was never any problem getting seats out here. So, as a top tip, if you're going on a princess ship and it's busy,
They've got the blankets on, bless them. Again,
go have a look at the back.
August. Yeah, the bar was open here as well.
It's a really nice area. We sat out here once.
I can't remember.
No, we did. One time we sat at this far side, but again, it's because the climate wasn't necessarily fantastic. But if you're on this in the Caribbean,
it'd be lovely.
Or even just in sort of Britain or the Med when it's warmer.
It will be absolutely lovely.
It'd be, really nice. Right, quick drink.
Yeah, now, where do we go after here? Are you going down these stairs? No?
No, they're upstairs ones. When a stair goes up, that means it goes up a deck.
So how are you getting out of here? I feel you're trapped.
I'm going back this way and then down. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We'll get down to the next deck eventually.
Okay.
But you find that people come and sit out here.
Again, it's one of these places where people, once they get themselves set up and they're happy, whether they're playing, reading or cards or having a drink, That's
it. They won't move you on in here. If you want to come and sit out and sit there for the day, they're going to be fine with you doing that.
Now you're going up. Where are we going now?
Just have a little wander around this part.
Let's have a seat. Look.
More seating areas.
Oh, hot tubs.
2 more hot tubs.
I don't remember these.
We never got in them.
Are these at the back of the ship then?
Yeah.
So what we've learnt from this already...
I think it's just a pull-up, but I don't think it's a hot tub.
But there's a little space at the back of the ship that obviously is quite... Oh, you're teaching me things and I was
You
on...
were on this cruise, you never went there.
Okay, so where we're going now?
You just have to be patient.
Oh.
I mean, just going back to what you were saying about the back of the ship, that's generally a thing for most ships, that if you want to sit towards the back of it, and a lot of them have spaces like what we just saw there, they're really quiet, and it's fantastic to look at the wake, especially when it's nicer. It has a photography studio on here, so you
Yeah,
can get
I was just
portraits,
looking at
but
the-
it was closed at the point that we were on it.
Yeah, those net curtains would do my head in. They were all...
I don't think they're in there normally. But so things like the full photo sessions that you can have. There were photographers around the ship
Yes.
doing the normal stuff, but they weren't doing the studio ones.
Now, where we're going now?
So where next then? So we're up on deck 17 there. We dropped a little bit towards, but now we've got deck 16 where we've just been to. So I'm going to take a guess that we'd probably go down to deck 7 because walking around all of the stateroom corridors probably won't be that exciting.
You know what? And you're probably a little creepy as well. We don't want
It'd
that.
be weird, that wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
So when we say full ship tour,
Look, you see, there's a big cross there. Do not enter.
yeah, I will put a little asterisk. I don't go up and down every single corridor of every single room area. That's it. Just odd.
Yeah, I mean,
Same using the steps again.
that's our keep fit regime.
I
mean,
do think I do get in the lift at some point on this particular one.
socks and sandals. I mean, it's cold. That's the thing. I'm sure that gentleman anywhere else in the world would not have his socks on with his sandals. But
So we've looped back round. So you remember we walked through the Horizon Court, went up the stairs so you could see the back of the area, and now we're back down at deck 16, going down now to deck 15 and ultimately towards deck 7.
Deck 7. Here we go, going down.
So we're on deck 14. I think I actually do get in the lift here. I think I was thinking, I'll walk down each one. And then I thought, actually, this will be really, really boring footage. So let's get in the lift.
Well, yeah, I mean, was there anybody in the lift? Let's
No, just me.
Shh, you gave it away.
Well, actually, there might have been. It's 5 months ago since I did this little one. You get to play the lift guessing game. Which one's going to come first?
Yeah, we like to play this game. We like to
Only
play
if
this.
anyone else does that. When we press the button, we'll go then stand at a lift each and see who wins.
And it's normally the one that we're not stood in front that actually
if there's
arrives.
4 lifts and we're in front of 2, it will definitely be one.
I am very strategic in my lift door decision making, but it never goes to plan.
Even when it shows that it's on the next deck above, you're like, right, it's definitely going to be that one.
Yeah.
And then you find it's not.
Nobody there. Oh, you're coming out of a lift. Oh, there was some magic there. I don't know. Right, so where are we now?
So, we're now at the Vista Lounge.
Oh.
Which really nice venue. There wasn't much going on at the point when I went in here, but you get sort of quizzes that go on in here. Bingo, I think, goes on in this particular room, and then you've got sort of live entertainment like comedians and stuff like that in the evening.
I don't remember it. What is going on?
Do you honestly not remember this room?
How many drinks had I had?
We sat in a couple of the normal chairs when we went into this one.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay.
Really nice space. Again, at the point that we went on this one, they weren't letting everyone sit next to everyone, so around the ship you'll see
The
quite a few
blue crosses
stickers.
of doom.
Yeah, so if you see those, that means you shouldn't sit in those unless you're with someone in that party who you sat with, because they're keeping it at that point as separation.
Okay.
So, walking back through now into another bar area, and then on the left hand side the Crown Grill, and on the right hand side I think this is the library.
Yeah, oh, you're so good. I see playing cards again. So the Crown Grill. Now the Crown Grill, it, as you can see, it's not sectioned off, so it's not. It doesn't feel.
It is and it isn't.
It doesn't feel as speciality restauranty as say on Celebrity or Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, if you look at something like Royal where you're going to Chops, you're going through a traditional entrance, there's a wall around it, and
You feel like you're going into a restaurant.
They chose to actually do it where it's more open plan, you can see through into the bar. I think it creates a little bit better ambience, if I'm honest.
Really?
Yeah, well if you think about it, when we were sat in the Crown Grill, we could hear the pianist in the bar the whole time, which were really
and
nice.
the singer, but that might be the case, but if you remember, I was frozen. Absolutely frozen.
They've got the aircon turned up a little bit high on the night that we went in there.
Yeah, I like a speciality restaurant to feel like a separate restaurant.
Well,
now,
you can see because I go on a little walk through here now, and yeah, when you're in this you can see it. But as you look to the left, you can be sat at the end table, and we were down one of these ones on the left here. I think we were in the middle of those tables.
I like a wall.
You decide to not have people walking past looking
No,
at you.
no, I'm quite happy to do the people watching and things. I like a wall.
In that sort of environment.
Like if it says it's a specialty restaurant, I like it to feel like a restaurant.
Yeah, but I think there are times. I do think for the steakhouses, of which Crown Grill, I like it in that particular one, as we said. But if you look at other ships that have been on like P&O, where as the glass
It's
house,
the carnival. It must be the carnival range of ships because
no, but you've got other ones that are closed off. Sindhu was more closed off.
Yeah, that was more closed off. Yes, yeah.
So and that's on this. Is that on this ship?
No.
No, Sindhu were P&O, aren't they?
Yep.
We're getting confused. But there are restaurants on this one. Sabatinis is closed off.
Now Sabatinis feels like you're
You're
going to a restaurant.
I think it's just a design thing. I think it's for them, to get that.
I like it
atmosphere going through.
if we're paying to go to a specialty restaurant, I like it to feel like it's a restaurant. I like a door and I like a wall. Call me simple, but
simple
in my needs. That's something to add. But I like a door.
Is that going to be on your epitaph? Simple in their needs, just needed a wall in a restaurant.
Oh, I'm having another drink. Right, where are we now?
Just a little bit further down that corridor. Plenty of spaces in here. You've got their live area in here. Again, they did lots of live shows in there, lots of quizzes.
Look, walls and doors.
Walls and doors. So Princess Live, I was struggling to remember the name as I was talking.
Yeah, so they did the marriage game and things like that in here.
They did,
didn't they?
and it's set up so they can broadcast it on the TV at later dates. Not only the following day. Gameplay. One of the things that I was really impressed with on Princess is the number of bar areas.
Yeah, and we got like a lot of people, we got the staycation deal where drinks was included. So yeah, everybody, the bars were fully utilised.
They were. They were slightly problematic on this particular cruise because of the blue crosses and the stickers.
Yeah.
Because especially on the wetter days.
Yeah.
And not the bars which might normally seat 100 were seating 30.
Yes.
So it wasn't even half the spaces.
No. Yeah, in the specialty restaurants, you would be sat next to the person. It was you.
Yeah, it was weird. I wonder if anyone else who's listening to this has seen it or been on cruises during this time, where they're keeping you separated in the bar, but yet you go into the restaurant, the main dining room,
the speciality restaurant,
and you sat a foot away from the person.
Yeah. And you're taking your mask off. It's interesting, that, isn't it? I'm sure there's no.
Suggesting that's almost because they're charging you an upcharge to go into there, that they don't want to have as much space, or maybe if they kept more space in there, there simply won't be enough.
It'd be even more cold.
I don't know about the cold bit, but I think that you would struggle to get a table.
But you didn't even more cold. It was so cold. I was wearing your jacket at one point.
You were wearing my jacket at one point in there.
Okay, so we're going into the main atrium. This was beautiful.
Atrium. The atrium is really stunning on this ship.
What's a shame is that on the last day we found a lovely little table near the coffee shop with the coffees and the sandwiches and everything, and that was on the last day. We seem to do that every time. We find a little nook where it's lovely.
Where it's the perfect thing on the last day of your
on
cruise.
The last day, and then so you go find that nook as soon as you get on that. I would say it was sort of across from where they serve the sandwiches and the coffees, round a pillar, there is a little raised bit with some lovely little tables, comfy chairs. It was lovely for people watching, listening to the music, enjoying a coffee. You get that nook. You're spinning the wheel at me like I'm on telly.
Like, there's only so much someone wants to hear about a nook.
Nooks are important.
If you want to hear Linzi talk about nooks in future videos, please do put a comment down below.
My nook challenge.
Linzi's nook challenge. Or maybe we can turn it into a drinking game where every time you mention the word nook, someone has to take a shot. That could be dangerous.
I love a nook on holiday, what can I say?
The shops were like shops on many cruise ships. So a mix of higher end, more expensive purchases and sort of
your
typical,
Tanzanite. It's still pricey though.
Jewellery, yeah, I'm on about, but then more typical sort of touristy ones, bags.
Do you know what I missed?
Ships,
Do you know what I missed? They would have sold a lot of the Tortuga rum cakes and chocolates.
Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah, but we were in at this point English Channel.
Well, let me feel that. I mean,
Tortuga's not that near to Caribbean, huh?
It is near to the
Sorry,
Caribbean.
I mean English Channel's not that near to.
I
Caribbean,
love a Tortuga rum cake.
Yeah,
With all those chocolate, the boozy chocolates.
Well,
Sell them.
We'll just have to wait till we get on a ship that's in the Caribbean next time.
No, but why
You
not?
want them in Britain?
I think they would have sold. I was going to swear then. You can tell
No.
them on the drinks. I think they would have sold a lot of those.
They probably would.
Because anyone who's been on a Caribbean cruise
Has probably bought a Tortuga rum cake at some point.
love the Tortuga rum cake.
Anyway, there were no Tortuga rum cakes on this cruise, so if you're looking for your fix of Tortuga rum cakes in this video,
Do you know where a good place to enjoy a Tortuga rum cake is?
Would that be in the Caribbean?
No, in a nook.
Right, that's it. Officially another shop for everybody. So
I'm having a drink.
Traditional art galleries.
Oh,
I wonder
do you
just-
buy the artwork?
I would just obviously I don't buy it. Like you're asking our viewers on there. I wonder how many people do.
I know
genuinely
somebody
buy.
who's. I'm trying to think of her name. She works. Oh,
Don't give the names away, people.
oh, she would be happy to stay in an inside room. I know who it is. I'm going to tell you the name
No, I
afterwards.
know it is.
She'd be happy to stay in an inside
But
room.
always bought a piece of art.
But then always bought a $1,500 piece of artwork.
I don't get that.
I would rather stay in the balcony and maybe just take a picture.
I get people buying the jewellery on board because you're getting it.
It's like if it's a celebration going on, it's
it
a
is, but
memory,
you're also getting
a memento.
Sort of tax-free or tax-reduced ones. But buying a piece of art, I've never got yet. I mean, they obviously do sell a lot because
They've always dedicated a
virtually
lot of
every
space
ship-
to it.
I'm struggling to think of a ship, albeit, did Virgin have a gallery?
I'm just trying to think. No,
I
no.
can't remember it did. But if it did, apologies.
No, I don't think it did. I don't think it did.
But virtually every other ship has a gallery or an art auction at some point. So they must make money, otherwise you wouldn't
Oh,
give
they
up that
must do,
space.
because not only that, they invite you down and give free bubbles away.
They do.
Whether
Don't
it-
know how expensive those bubbles are.
No, but it's if you're not on a drinks package and it's I can get a nice pre-drink before we go out. But yeah, we've never bought any artwork from there
I genuinely
ever.
would be interested if any of our viewers have bought lots of art on there. And
Do you remember that one that
I wonder
looked
how much
like?
hassle it is to get it home.
Yeah, that one that looked like Cheryl Cole. Cheryl, who was she
was in
Girls Aloud.
Girls Aloud in, yeah.
She's in the UK, but she's also the mother of who is its child from One Direction. I'm so knowledgeable.
You are. Yeah, people are going to
There was
be
a
making
picture of
notes
her.
as they're going through
There
this.
was a picture of her every
No,
night.
it wasn't a picture of her.
No, it
But
wasn't a picture.
Just to be clear, they hadn't drawn Cheryl Cole or painted her in any way. But it looked exactly like her. So as we
So
walked past each
every night we went,
raised a
all right,
glass to Cheryl.
Cheryl.
We did. Yeah, we found her amusing, but it was just me.
Again, I think she was $2,500.
Yeah.
Let's get off the artwork.
Let's get off it.
If you buy the artwork,
Let us know.
wowzers, and maybe we, if you want to send us a picture.
Just the other side of that glass there on the right, that's the seafood bar.
We didn't go there, did we?
It was closed on this one. So they were prepping, but you could only have the sushi and the seafood done for room service or delivered to a table. But
Yes.
I think someone's actually... Are they there on this one? No, I did walk past at a time when they were prepping it.
I mean, we
but
did
it was
get.
on the delivery.
We got a table there, didn't we? Because they were serving drinks there, and you could
get
look
drinks.
down, and it was lovely.
Well, one of the best things about the medallion class, which is Princess's sister, is that you can order a drink via the app, and it knows where you are actually your medallion, and they'll come and find you.
We tested that though, didn't we? Because when we were in the sanctuary, I ordered a drink using a human, and
And I
you
went to
ordered
the
a
bar.
drink using the medallion, and my drink came first.
They did.
So humans win on that count,
They did in that particular one, but we were in the sanctuary at the time.
and they really took care
Yeah.
of us.
So next time, one princess will have to try it in a different way.
And
To be fair, there wasn't a lot of time difference between it.
I know it was about 20 minutes.
Was it?
Yeah, your drink was 40 minutes, and my drink was like. It wasn't long
remember
at
it.
all.
Anyway, we're down to the next day.
Anyway,
Anyway, moving on.
He's code for shut up, Lindsay. So it's look, I am a realist.
So that's the excursions area.
Not that we could really excursion off.
On this particular one, there were no ports.
They were illegal. Ports were illegal.
They were at this point, yeah. Future cruises weren't, but this particular one.
Yes, so I booked a future cruise. We booked one.
We booked one while we were on here.
Yeah, we did. We got a great price, and the deposit wasn't crazy either.
No, I'm a big fan of booking while we're on board. It gives you something to get excited about.
Yeah.
and you're looking for.
And we'd
Well,
done our
some people-
research beforehand.
Yeah, we knew what ship we wanted to go on.
We know
and
what
which
dates
particular
we wanted.
itinerary. So we weren't just going on and going, oh, what shall we go on?
No, we were quick. We were in there. We got in and said, this is what we want.
Yeah.
What can you do for us?
But the offers that you do get on there, I'm aware that sometimes you get similar ones when they have sales on and stuff.
And promotions.
But generally speaking, we've found that the offers that we can get on board, we haven't been able to replicate on land.
Never.
Now, I know that in the States, in particular in Canada, where they'll use travel agents a little bit different to how we do it in
And
the
you can
UK.
swap it, your booking
You can
across.
swap it and you can get those. It's much more of a pain in the UK to
But
do
we
that.
do have the ABTA and the all that kind of thing going with it. So it's
We
a
do.
different kettle of fish.
But generally speaking, I would recommend booking something abroad if you're enjoying the cruise and you're thinking about doing it.
Yeah.
Give yourself some
Oh, this is one of the
fun.
main dining rooms now, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, I saw you then.
Did you see me briefly?
I did.
I think I had shorts on at that point.
You did.
Which, given that it were raining when I started this, I don't think at the point that I set off it was raining.
It was August.
I should know better, really, shouldn't I?
We've got to. You got to try.
Do you know what's coming up in a second?
What's coming up?
What's your favourite pizza place at sea? What is it, hon?
Alfredos.
Alfredos. Look
Or
at
as I
that
heard somebody
pizza.
call it, Alfredos.
I have heard another YouTuber call it Alfredos.
It's
It is
Alfredos.
definitely Alfredo's because
An Alfredo
call
is
it that.
a Freddo chocolate that you have
it's
overseas.
a very UK thing, Alfredo. You can see down in.
Oh, they were great in there. Now, this is not a specialty restaurant. It's free, included
free.
included within the cost of
Yeah,
your
we do
cruise.
talk about this in the food review and our Princess review, but it is this. I won't
You
be
look
able
at
to
the
cover the same thing, but I can't recommend going in Alfredo's enough.
And you know what? I'm not even bothered. There's not a wall or a door.
No, because it's not a specialty restaurant.
But but look, it's not a specialty restaurant, but it's set up like the other specialty restaurants in that there's no wall or no door.
The pizzas in there were phenomenal.
Oh, they were great.
People constantly debate which is the best pizza at sea.
There or MSC.
I think there is.
It feels really fancy.
It
It's even better because you not get there's no upcharge.
No, I like the pizza place on Virgin.
Yeah,
It's good. But Alfredo's,
it was more like a sort of little grab and go and kind of place. Whereas
that felt like a proper pizzeria
yeah,
restaurant.
where you might go to on land for a special occasion. It was lovely. Again, they had the traditional photos there, didn't they? It wasn't the screens.
No, which I found a bit strange when you've got.
It's an older ship, I feel.
It is. They had I think if I remember right, you could still view it via your medallion. They had touchscreens as well, but they also print them out.
Yeah, which again is, but as the world was, maybe not touching a screen was a good idea to have a look at your picture. Oh, the casino.
Shall we tell a little story?
Okay.
So, we wanted to go into Alfredo's for lunch. Not
Yes.
Alfredo's. And we saw the maitre d' who would see me before, and she's like, I'm really sorry.
I'm trying to think of a name. I'm trying to think of a lovely lady. It'll come to me.
Fantastic. And she said, really sorry, I ain't got a table for about 20 minutes. Is that okay? We said, yeah, that's fine. So we decided at that point to go pop into the casino, which we're not big casino players. We normally set ourselves a limit for the cruise of maybe $100 topside. And then we'll go to it. So we said, you actually suggested, why don't we go in casino then?
Because in the past, when we've only ever won at the casino when we've used when we've had to use the casino as a filler for something else.
Yeah.
So, for example, that time we came out of the theatre and I wanted the ladies, and you said...
And the nearest one was in
the casino. And you said, I'll just go, go, I'll wait for you here, kind of thing.
And I put $5 in the slot.
Yes.
And won 500.
Yes.
Literally on the very first spin. So we did the same in here. We went in, we said, we'll put some into this one.
Because we've not planned to go to the casino.
Yeah. So we put in $10 into a slot machine, just walked past it.
Yeah.
And we won 90.
Yeah.
On about the second spin. And we said, okay, let's come away from that one. And we were walking through, we've still got another 10 minutes until it's ready. So we put $10 into the next one, next to the other big tables where the people were watching us. And won 600, was it?
Yeah.
And everyone was just sort of staring at us.
And then when we got to Alfredo's, that was the best pizza tasting pizza ever.
That,
And then
that 20 minutes
and you
made
can
us
see why
$700.
we can see why we rebooked.
Sabatinis.
This is the guy who says, I don't really like going for Italian.
I say that not only on a cruise ship, on land a lot.
You do.
And the reality is,
You love
I
Italian.
really like Italian restaurants.
Is it
But
because is it a carb thing? Is it because pasta is like,
yeah,
and it's so
I don't
rich
know.
and the
I just
cream.
in my head I'm going to go in there and I'm going to have pasta, and I can't even say I'm not a pasta fan because
You love
I do
pasta.
like pasta. I just think there's not going to be that much choice, and I'm not going to enjoy it that much. And the reality is, virtually any Italian
That's
we go
good.
into at sea that's good,
on land.
like Giovanni's Table on Royal, Sabatini's on here, Extra Virgin. We didn't actually go into there, but that looked a good one as well.
I can't remember. Is it Tuscan Raiders? No, that's
Tuscan Raiders.
on Celebrate.
Tuscan Grill, I think it was. Every one of them I've loved. So I'm going to stop saying I don't like it. And
Are you really? Are you really? Next time we go out and I say, shall we go for Italian? Are you really going to say, like, yes, I'm going to love
I
it?
didn't say I'm going to say yes. That's a different thing. I'm just going to say I'm not really a massive fan of Italian. Because the reality
When you
is,
are.
yeah, I really am. But Sabatini's we loved. It had that really traditional Italian family-run restaurant like you get in your local town.
Yeah, everybody was the son of or the
Well,
nephew.
that's it. The maitre d' there called them.
I'm going to
his
call him
sons.
Papa rather than maitre d'.
Yeah,
He-
Papa Sabatini.
Papa Sabatini, and the calamari was amazing. And there was like, if you wanted everything, there was like 5 courses, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Did you have a seafood parcel? I think you did.
I can't remember.
And the calamari was amazing.
People can watch our Princess food review video.
I think we should have watched it.
Maybe we should. But we get to come into this fresh and try and remind ourselves what it is. And
I'm the spa. Now, the hydrotherapy pool wasn't open.
no, it was shut when we went.
Because of the world.
Because of the world at this point.
I love a
there's no
hydrotherapy
shot.
pool.
Hopefully, next cruise we're going, we'll better go on a hydrotherapy
Yeah.
pool.
I miss a hydrotherapy pool. I love it. I was going to say something then, but I'm not going to say it now.
It's just a good way of relaxing, isn't it?
It is.
They are very nice. Get rid of the aches and pains.
Yeah.
It's very rare.
I'm having a
that
drink
It's
because
very rare that we use the full or any real spa facilities apart from like hydrotherapy pool. On the last cruise we did, which was at the time recording P&O,
yeah.
we did actually have a massage because their massages were really by
For
sea
couples
standards
massage.
cheap.
I can't speak now. I've been drinking
I
that
think it
much.
were $140, $150, something like that.
Yeah.
For 75
For two.
couples massage.
For two.
For 2 of us, which by comparison, where we've seen them on other ships at $300 or $400, it was good.
Yeah.
But genuinely, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't
But
really use
hydrotherapy
that.
pool with a hot tub and a sauna and a steam room, we love that.
We do.
We love that. And then a nap.
And then a nap. And then we're heading back through towards the Atrium again now.
We are. Oh. And where are we? Atrium.
Back towards guest services and then past Sabatinis and then back into the Atrium.
As you can see, it's the world that it was at that when this was filmed. It still is the world that it was, but hopefully by the time
Well,
we
hopefully
get
when
next
someone
go on
watches
Princess.
this, and hopefully by the time people watch this, much further down the line, they'll look back and go, oh yeah,
Do you
we
remember
did have
that?
to wear masks at one point.
Yeah.
It'll be nice when we don't have to do that.
Yeah, especially for people who wear lipstick. If you know, you know.
The Love Boat.
The love
They had a
boat.
little sort of shrine in here to the Love Boat.
Yeah, it was so sweet. And the horn, I love that.
I loved it when the ship's horns play at Love Boat.
I think it's even. I mean,
Do you prefer that to Disney's?
I think I do. I love the Disney one, but I love
The
this
Disney
one.
ones are great. I mean, we watched, I think it was Tim Tracker do it recently where they were on a Disney one.
Yeah.
And he caught them doing all 7 of the different ones.
Now we had like a horn battle.
It was, and it sounded fantastic, but there's just something about it playing that Love Boat tune.
Yeah.
For any of us that are old enough to really sort of remember it in the 70s and 80s, which we're not saying that we are, but we are.
Shh. Anywho, back to. Oh, we've got a violinist now. And look, people it was lovely sat
There were
here.
people playing music around the ship pretty much constantly, weren't there? When we look back at it, and when I think back, it was very rare that we went into a bar.
Is this the coffee shop now?
No, this is
The
ice cream.
gelato place.
Yeah. There were times I was walking through here at the time that this is the best gelato at sea. Now, we failed as sort of really in our jobs because we didn't have any of this.
No, because
I don't know why we didn't.
It was cold and it was August.
Yeah, but that hadn't stopped us on other ships. We did do them on them.
We have, and we normally like an ice cream sort of mid-afternoon to take us through to dinner, don't we? That's when we traditionally have an ice cream.
Yeah. And the waiter then, who actually works in behind there, was telling me, he's like, you really do need to try it. I'm like, I'm doing a tour at the moment. I'll come back, I will try it later, and then I forgot.
Yeah.
They do some alcoholic ones there as well.
Alcoholic ones?
Yeah. You didn't know about that, did you? Are you feeling that you missed out now?
Right, so what we've taught you from this is that there is alcoholic ice cream gelato at the gelato
There is.
place on the ship.
And a chocolate shop next
Which
to
is something that's new to me. Hopefully I'll remember next time I go on, but, you know. It's, yeah. Where are we now?
Just the other side of the piazza. So I was
Internet
just having a drink on it.
Oh, Internet Cafe?
I wonder how many people use them now.
Now, since the introduction of internet packages.
Well, it's not all the internet packages, but most people have like a smartphone or a tablet and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very rare when I see the internet cafes that anyone's in them anymore, apart from the people who work there.
Yeah, there's a person there.
I wonder how long the ships will keep them on. Not just Princess, but they take up valuable space.
Yeah.
You have to wonder at some point, will they just say, well, actually, we just accept everyone's got a internet-enabled device now?
Maybe.
Don't know.
I don't know. I feel that we've taken a turn. A serious turn on the commenting on the future of internet at sea.
No, we won't do that right now.
So where are we going now?
So we've just finished on going through that, and we're heading back towards eventually the Good Spirits.
Oh, I love Good Spirits Bar.
That's a fantastic bar.
Was it Good Spirits? That sounds like a medium had lived there.
I'm fairly sure it's called Good Spirits. Anyway, the cocktail bar.
Oh.
No, I'm fairly sure it's Good Spirits. We'll see in a second.
It sounds like a show with a ghost.
It does, yeah. It would have starred Steve Guttenberg and Daryl Hannah at one point, I'm sure. It's a bar that's as much a show because they have screens up and you can watch them. We're going to say it here, you can see a couple of screens of it, the one showing that.
It was fabulous.
Where they're making it. Now, they only do the show element in an evening, I think from about 5 o'clock.
Let's see what it's called. Oh, you're not looking. You're not.
I'm
You're turning.
Good Spirits, GS.
Sounds haunted.
To our knowledge, for clarification,
Not
this
haunted.
part of the ship is not haunted. I can't clarify that on any other part. But
this was fabulous, wasn't it?
But yeah, they do. In the evening, the menu changes as well for the cocktails.
Yes, because we had one menu and then we got.
And they said, we've got the better menu now.
Oh, like, better menu? Yeah, it was amazing. We loved it.
Highly, highly recommend.
Oh, it was so fabulous.
And then that's your little sort of cafe out there.
Hot tub. Well, I think we're coming to the end because you seem to have teleported to the top deck now.
I do, because that's the end of it. Thank you for joining us on
I
this
mean, if you've made it, well done. I hope
to
you
the
had
one person who's still watching at this point. Cheers.
Cheers.
And thanks very much for watching.
Have a lovely day.